that. Making sure everything is streaming. Alright, so per request, I had this on my list. Got a request if somebody asked me if I could do a little tutorial on a win condition. I guess they're trying to do a playbill map where they spawn some troops, and once those troops are dead, then the game ends in victory. So we're going to go over a little bit of that. Suggest you definitely watch the tutorial on conditions prior to this, because I'm going to be using those a lot. So here we go. Basic map. I just have headquarters, nothing else. We're going to go, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to add troops. So we're going to add what we're going to kill. So basically I'm making a map that spawns enemy troops. Once you kill those enemy troops, the game ends and you win. The team wins. Right, so we're going to spawn, do a little SpawnSquad. There's a tutorial on this if you want to look into that one a little bit more. So player 2 is the enemy. I'm going to spawn something easy, some pioneers. Alright, going to spawn some pioneers. So in order to make a win condition, it needs to know what it is that has to happen for that win condition to be activated. So in this example, it's going to be killing a squad. You can use if they capture a certain point, if they garrison a building, if they have units at a certain location, a whole bunch of different conditions you can have for winning a match. But for this example, we're going to use team 1, player 1, whoever, destroys an enemy squad that I've spawned. Okay, and so for this win condition to actually work, you have to spawn the squad. You have to name the squad, really important. So I'm going to call this one bad guys. All right, we're going to be spawning pioneers. Right, I'm going to lock it so they don't do anything. I'm just going to stand there while they'll shoot when I get close to them. But basically, they're going to spawn this right away. Right, so right when the match starts, we want to immediate. We want to game starts, level starts. First thing that'll happen is these guys will spawn right away. And what is spawning? We are gonna spawn bad guys, right? Display name here. Spawn bad guys. So this PB is going to be called PB spawn bad guys. Right? Simple. So that's the first thing that's going to happen when this level goes. Alright, so I'm going to make another playbill, a separate one, and this one is going to be called PB winner. Alright, so PB winner. Add playbill. Condition is going to be the health. I talked about this in the previous one. Health percentage. So if the health percentage is less than or equal to 0 for S group bad guys, because if you remember, we spawn bad guys, the variable we're using for them is called bad guys. So the game's going to remember that these guys that we spawn are called bad guys. So the next playbill is conditions, which is basically saying, hey, if the health percentage is less than or equal to 0 for bad guys, then do this action. And simply this action is, I'll do a couple things. I'll do a message in the middle of the screen for 10 seconds that says winner winner chicken dinner, because I play PUBG and that's what I see a lot. I wish. Right, so title winner, that's how I name my titles. Right, so again, the condition here, I can put display name so I know what it is. If dead, if condition is bad guys are dead, you're going to put the duration 10 seconds. Right, we do chicken dinner. We're going to wait 10 seconds because remember, playbills play automatically. They don't wait for durations to end. So wait 10 seconds, and then all you're going to do is go back in S, and you have mission complete. So there's actually a couple of different ways of doing ending the mission. Mission complete. There's a couple of other ones, which for some reason escape my mind right now. Multiplayer complete's the other one. Mission complete. Kind of do the same thing in a way. Some people say that the multiplayer complete crashes at the end, but I've never experienced it, so not too sure. So, anyways, so we have our spawning the bad guys. We have our playbill for seeing if the bad guys are dead. Um, we're going to do mission complete, right? Now, here's the tricky part. I don't want to start this immediately, right? Because if this starts the same time as this starts, you might have issues, right? So if you're going to do a playbill that has a condition that it's looking for a specific S group or E group, you have to make sure that that S group or E group is in the game, not before it, at the same time. You want to make sure it's in the game, right? So a couple ways you can do that. For this example, I'm just going to go wait 5 seconds, right? So after I spawn troops, the bad guys, I'm going to wait 5 seconds, and then I'm going to use, I talked about this before, the launch prebuild playbab. So launch playbill. So I'm going to launch this, right? So my description, PB winner, right? So first playbill that starts immediately, spawns the bad guys, waits 5 seconds, and then I'll launch this playbill called PB winner. PB winner is going to see, hey, is this guy dead? This guy alive? Once he's dead, you're going to do a title for 10 seconds on the screen. You're going to wait 10 seconds so players can see that they won. They're all happy and clapping, and then it's going to go into mission complete. Okay, really straightforward in that sense. And for this example, I'm doing it like this. On my maps, I don't do this, and I'll go into more detail on how I organize my playbills in a better way. But for testing purposes, this gives you the kind of the concept of it. This is the part too. People always say, how do you track this stuff? I actually use an Excel sheet or Notepad, and I keep track of all the different variables. So I'll keep track of bad guys, what they are, right, in a Notepad or whatever. And every time I create, because some of the horde maps and some of the other maps have tens, if not hundreds, if not more, different names for different waves, and within those waves, the different troops. And what I like to do is at the end of the wave, before the next wave starts, I want it to clear the wave. So I want to kill everybody. So then I just do what they call, I won't do it here, but just so you guys can see it, I'll talk about it a little bit more. I'll do something called group kill and just kill everybody. So the wave ends, it says congratulations, wave 1 ended, my horde map, and it says, intermission for 30 seconds or a minute while you can rebuild. During that time, I run this script, group kill, and it just wipes out everybody that I created in case there's leftovers or whatever, because I want the players to be able to breathe between the waves. You don't have to do that, but I just think it's kind of nice. So that's really it when it comes to this. So let's just build this. Let's see if it works. Let's see what happens. And of course, with the conditions again, which I talked about in my other tutorial, if you have more than one, so bad guys dead, let's say you have bad guys 2, right? So you spawned another troops called bad guys 2, right? So now both of these conditions have to be met, right? Because in my playbill, I have the Boolean as all. I can do any, but I have it as all, right? So all the conditions. So if you have territories that need to be occupied, buildings that need to be whatever, occupied, whatever it is, you can have a whole bunch of conditions. Once those conditions are all met, then it will go into the winning sequence. So let's open this up and see what happens, shall we? The name of the map, I always put test win. I put test as an underscore and then whatever it is. I have hundreds of them because once in a while I'll forget how I did something, especially some of the more complicated stuff. So I can always resort back to it. I also have it like this because people in Discord or wherever ask me, hey, how do you do this? And I can just zip up the file and send it to them. It's really small and easy, and they can see it and be like, oh, cool. All right. So let's see. Here's the game. It's loaded. Dun, dun. All right. Do the sound skirmish. Test map. Test win. All right. Make sure I'm using the cheat commands. I always use the cheat commands, and you want to turn this on, right? The reason you use cheat commands, the greatest mod ever, because it lets you basically spawn in troops and kill troops and warp troops and do a whole bunch of stuff, which is just amazing for testing purposes. So we want to do that, right? I don't know which ones I use. I think I use German, but let's go into the match. Let's see what happens. So as soon as the match starts, there should be already the bad guys spawned near the middle of the map. Hopefully. So there's your bad guys. These are the bad guys that I spawned. Once they die, which they will die really fast, I will show you what will happen. So going over here, be a little bit closer. See how good my DAC is. Oh, just destroys them. Just destroy them. Oh, just killing. Yes, there you go. The semantics of it all. Oh, body shot. Oh, yeah. All right. So once he dies, it should give me a message. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. There's your message in the middle of the screen. And then after 10 seconds, it should give you a mission complete. Victory. That's it. Really, really simple. Stay tuned for more awesome videos.